Antonio Cholak there, and prior to that, manager Michael Beale. Congratulations to the Fashion Sakala family, a new junior, a baby girl, to add to the Sakala ranks. Always a pleasure to hear good news stories. Good evening, Andy Little. Robbie Neilson and your old pal Lee McCulloch have hearts flying right now. Indeed, it was a club you came almost close to joining at one time.
Yeah, it was, Tom. I'm really looking forward to this one tonight, as we've touched on there in the build-up. Both teams in a brilliant run of form. Hearts have just hit 10 games unbeaten, of course, and for me, Tynecastle is just one of those old-fashioned Scottish grounds that creates a fantastic atmosphere. You're right, it was somewhere I nearly went to play my football, and I would have loved it. I think it's an amazing stadium. It feels like the fans are right on top of you, and I just hope tonight that our players thrive in that environment.
I'm pretty sure they will. Time for team news. For Rangers, 2 changes from the weekend win over St Johnstone. Lundstrom and Fashion Junior start. Ryan Jack and Todd Cantwell dropped to the bench. So 2 from the bench and 2 on the bench. It won't change the team shape, I suggest. And the back 4 looking very familiar and comfortable, can I say. Alan McGregor, celebrating his birthday just yesterday, is between the sticks from his back in familiar territory too, an Edinburgh lad. Back 4 of James Tavernier, Connor Goldson, Ben Davies and Borna Barisic. The 2 holders are John Lundstrom and Glenn Kamara, and the attacking trio of Fashion Junior, Malik Tillman, Ryan Kent, supporting Alfredo Morelos. On the bench for Rangers, John McLaughlin, Ryan Jack, Antonio Cholak, Todd Cantwell, James Sands, Scott Wright, Leon King, Adam Devine and Alex Lowry. Terrific to see a trio from the academy on the bench and involved this evening. For Hearts, well, this is a bit of a surprise tonight. They really shuffled the pack with 5 new faces. Mackay, Ginnelly, Hill, Snodgrass and Quall all come in following the 0-0 draw at Livingston on Sunday, meaning Devlin, Atkinson, Keogh, Humphreys and Oda all dropped out. We expect them to line up in a 3-5-2 formation. In goal is Xander Clark. Ahead of him is James Hill, Toby Sibic and Kai Rolls. The wing-backs are Alec Cochrane and Stephen Kingsley. Josh Ginnelly, Robert Snodgrass, Barry Mackay supporting Kieran Quall and Lawrence Shankland. On the bench for the home side, Ross Stewart is the change keeper. He's joined by George Grant, Keogh, Nathaniel Atkinson, Andy Halliday, Alan Forrest, Lewis Nielsen, Yutaro Oda and young 16-year-old left-sided midfielder or defender Bobby McCluckey. The man in the middle tonight is John Beaton. Andy, first of all, what do you make of the Rangers changes?
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant to see Fashion Junior back in, of course. I really enjoyed the 62 minutes I think we saw of Todd Cantwell at the weekend. He was brilliant to watch, Tom, and we started to see the 3 of Cantwell, Tillman and Kent just starting to really find some little patterns of play, and I really did enjoy that. But I'm also really pleased to see Fashion Junior back in. I think he's been an ever-present almost under Michael Beale. It's been his best spell at the club since I can remember anyway, and he looks like he's a player high on confidence, and yeah, I just think it's a bit of a steadier looking team now. We're starting to see the back 4 clearly. Tavernier, Goldson, Davies, Barisic, that hasn't changed now for a number of weeks, so fingers crossed it's going to be a big night tonight, and fingers crossed for a good result.
Kick-off action is next on Rangers TV following this very short break.
Welcome bonus up to £150! Only at 32red.com.
Dear Britain, the heat is on, and millions of families across the UK are feeling it. But it's not warmth filling our homes, it's worry. We're burning money over a burning issue. However, we also have a burning desire for change. You see, this is the moment, the heat of the moment, where we can make this change. Where we not only light a fire inside our homes, but inside ourselves. Where we can cut our energy bills without cutting back on anything else. So Britain, the heat may be on, but keep a cool head. Warmest regards, Boxed.
Cut your energy bills by up to £95 a month with an all-in-one boiler subscription from just £35 a month.
Life's better, Boxed.
The teams take the field at Tynecastle. Thanks to those joining us evening for our audio-only coverage. A big night in Scotland's capital. Rangers, 2 changes, remember, from the weekend win against West Lothian against Livingston at the weekend. Rangers, Alan McGregor in goal, James Tavernier, Conor Golston, Ben Davies and Borna Barisic in the back 4. Lundstrom Kamara ahead of them. Then it's Fashion Junior, Malik Tillman, Ryan Kent supporting Alfredo Morelos. And Michael Beale, Andy Little, it's fair to say he really has a outstanding start to his Rangers management career.
It's been, in terms of results, Tom, you know, he's 2 minutes away from a 10 out of 10. You know, 2 minutes, obviously, that Old Firm game at Ibrox. So from a results point of view, we can't complain. I think they've admitted themselves, the players, though, that they're still searching for that sort of complete performance. I think we've seen patches and stages of games, some really exciting play, but we still haven't seen them put 90 minutes of a top-class performance together. So again, fingers crossed tonight's the night.
It's a very offensive looking Hearts side when you consider Ginelli and Mackay, 2 that have been brought in, and 2 up top, the young Australian on loan from Newcastle, Qual, supporting their 20-goal hero Lawrence Shankland, the first Hearts player to deliver 20 goals in a season since John Robertson. Yeah,
lots of energy. I think they've come off, they've one less day recovery as well, though, Tom, and maybe that's come into Robbie Nielsen's thoughts, I would imagine, coming off the AstroTurf at Livingston on Sunday. So, you know, yeah, with that one less day recovery, I'm not surprised to see some changes, a little bit of energy in there. We all know what Barry Mackay is capable of, and yeah, Lawrence Shankland, he's been the one to watch, and one the Rangers have potentially been watching. But listen, this stadium is awesome, and it's I think we're in for a really tasty game tonight.
Just short of 20,000 inside Tynecastle. And Rangers and Hearts, both in a rich vein of form, go head to head. You mentioned Michael Beale's first 10 games. Actually, Alex McLeish in his first 10 won 9, 1 draw. Alex McLeish 8 wins, 2 draws. Michael Beale is 9 wins, 1 draw. Dick Advocaat 8 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss in his first 10 matches as Rangers boss. So we're about to get going. Thanks for joining us today on your official club channel. Andy Little joining myself, Tom Miller, to bring you commentary from Tynecastle. The fluid nature of that front three behind Morelos must be really difficult to defend against, Andy.
Yeah, and it was really interesting, wasn't it, to hear Michael Beale talking about the fact that, you know, and I hadn't really realised this, if I'm honest, Tom, but he sees Fashion Junior as more of a 9, potentially up alongside Alfredo. So I think we're going to, as is the early sign there, Fashion playing a little bit more through the middle.
Here's Morelos, shooting chance for Ryan Kent. Quickly getting out to him with Civic, though. Support from Barisic. Flights it in, and it was Fashion Junior the target, linking in the 6-yard box between the sticks. 2 strikers, something we like to see, Andy.
Yeah, no, and it's something that I'm not sure he'll play right up alongside him. I think there'll be plenty of movement across that 3 of Kent, Tillman and Fashion, and they'll take it in turns. One of them will play in the little number 10 or the little roll off of Alfredo. But yeah, brilliant options, I suppose, and if it's not happening for you out wide, go and have a little spell inside and see if you get some joy.
Captured by Kamara, laid off by Morelos. Tavernier swirls one in. Morelos with a header. It might still be kept in play, and just inches wrong side the goal frame. Since the first whistle, Andy, Rangers have started brightly, as they've been doing in recent matches. It's all been inside Hearts' half of the field.
Yeah, no, I was going to touch on that, Tom. The fact that the Hearts have played Sunday, and you've always got an opportunity, especially coming off the AstroTurf. It just takes a little bit longer. The joints are a bit sore, and it takes it out of you a lot more than the grass typically. So especially when you're not used to it, you know. So, fingers crossed we can try and catch Hearts a little bit leg weary from the weekend.
Yeah, 10 games for Michael Beale. 9 wins, 1 draw, and as I say, Alex McLeish, who had such a terrific Rangers management career, 8 wins, 2 draws, winning a double and a treble his first 2 seasons, and Dick Advocaat, 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So perhaps slightly understated, as we already see the Hearts management team looking for answers as Fashion Junior in behind, and you'll get Rangers' first corner of the evening. Good mix-up the way the Rangers are going about their work.
Really late call, though. I think the offside flag has finally gone up there, Tom, I was laughing because it's no surprise we get to see this one again. Whether it was, yeah, you can see he's just gone a little bit earlier, and with his pace, he doesn't need to do that, Tom. You know, but I'm just laughing because what were the odds that it would be Fashion Junior with the first shot on goal? He's not shy about getting the shot away, which is something that I love to see. I think some of our players are a little bit tend to take the safe option, and with Fashion, he's just so positive and direct.
Long searching ball from Xander Clark between the sticks with a long